Give us a second. We're gonna share this. I'm gonna grab my iPad so I can. Oh, we can see chat on here, but if we miss anything, I'll wait till he's off his phone. Hi, good morning. We're in Pensacola together in real life. He's real. He's not just a box on a screen.
I'm here.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy for it?
I am very happy for us.
I sure am. Morning, Spoot. Chandler, hi. Sorry I stole your friend for a couple days. We'll be right back. Okay, let me go grab my iPad so we have chat.
I have chat right here.
And then...
I have chat right here.
Sam.
What's good, everybody? Got some coffee. We're on Tina's newly decorated porch. It's amazing. I do have a home. It's good to see you, Jacob.
Okay.
What's up, Fig?
Alright, so... it's funny because we just got off the phone with Simon.
And Proctor.
And Simon's like, why the heck did you go to Florida in between a
What's up,
tournament?
Nitro? Monkey Coffee was good. Yeah.
And I got to pipe in and said, because he wasn't going to be home till October and he's been gone since April. And he's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was going to be a long, long, long time
For sure.
before Eric was home again. So, yeah, I think it's a valid reason.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Spoot, Dale, Reese, what's up?
hi, good morning. Nice haircut, looking sharp.
Thanks.
It mostly does. He's got a mullet. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's great. That's how you feel about it.
I don't think that's it.
I think so.
So Eric got in yesterday afternoonish, 11:30, and then he's leaving tomorrow evening. So it's a very short visit, but he's literally just came in between Des Moines and Preserve, and then so he'll be playing Preserve on Thursday.
It worked out really nice that having Proctor, James, being so willing to just, like, I got the van, don't worry about it, go home. And he's gone to see his fiancée Emily a few times, and he's taken more tournaments off. He's also played well where he's in 5th place in the Pro Tour standing, so that helps.
Yeah, if you could just like win a couple events or like.
Yeah, I'm
missing. You could be
missing.
home more.
Yeah, I'm in the bubble zone for qualification for the Pro Tour Championships right now, to where I just need to get probably 3 top finishes, like good top 15s, and that should.
Which you can totally do.
And I never.
Without even trying that.
Yeah, you never know when that
You
weekend
just
is gonna be.
Keep showing up and it'll happen.
The golf I've been playing has been very good, so I just have to kind of keep believing that it's gonna happen. Because it's all there for me to shoot some really hot rounds, but then, yeah, a couple lack of focus the last few events, but everything's good. Hey, Dominic, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Can we definitely, Ryan, talk about, look at this. There's very little of Eric left. He's very small now. Look how little he is. Look at it. He's so small. He doesn't have a butt anymore. That's okay. I still love him.
I like that, Dan.
But even his face, we were just looking at photos from August of last year. And he had a lot, like, I didn't really notice, but he had a lot more weight in his face and so skinny now. Very cool. I'm very proud of you for sticking to it. The gym and the
stepped on the scale, it's almost 50 full pounds. It actually is 50 pounds.
That's insane.
Wow.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. What's up, William? And Derek, what up, what up?
So some
Texas Ty,
fun
good
stuff
morning.
We have going on. I'll just kind of like run down the schedule a little bit. So Eric is going back. He's playing Preserve and then flying to
Sweden on Monday.
Sweden. Yeah, on Monday. He's got a crazy couple weeks ahead of him. But Sweden, then Norway. Then
Then-
European Open.
Finland, and then
More Finland.
more Finland, and then Tina and I are gonna get a lovely day in Stockholm,
Well,
which will
hold
be
on.
nice.
Let me back up. So he's playing the European Open, and I'm showing up Friday night.
William, I love that idea.
So just for like the tournament days of the European Open. I was gonna go do something else, but Eric's like, come see me.
Mhm.
We can go get the best chocolate in the world. There's a little village thing with all these shops that has the most remarkable chocolate I've ever had in my life, and it's in Finland. I will probably get like a suitcase full.
Yeah. Chocolate?
Yes.
I know.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
like,
good.
it's so dreamy. And I tried to order off their website, but they don't ship internationally. And then I asked my friend in Finland if he'd be willing to ship me some, and he's like, it's really expensive. So we'll try to fly some home.
Carla, I'm working on it. Same concept, just a good finish will do the job. I think it was a stroke out at OCB, which was one of my best finishes. So
Yeah, and then the tournament that we're going to be at together after the European Open is at,
Holland,
I think, isn't it
A with
A-L-U-N-D, but like, I heard
A-L-U-N-D.
it pronounced like Olund, but I thought they pronounced their A's like an A, but I can't remember. So forgive us if our pronunciation is wrong, if there's any Finns here. But yeah, so y'all maybe have heard of the Disc Golf Island in Finland, so that's where we're going. I'm so excited. We've actually stopped off in Åland on an overnight ferry.
Stop off. We drove.
We drop
Ferry
people
by.
off and pick people up on this ferry at Åland Island. So we've seen it with our own eyes, but we never got off the boat. But yeah, so there's a disc golf tournament there, and I'm very much looking forward to that.
Same.
And then I'm going back to the UK. I was actually, I wasn't dreading it. I just have a lot that I'm doing at home here, and so the thought of leaving again for
Awesome.
3 weeks seemed like a lot. But yeah, so I'm flying into London after the Åland tournament. We get a day in Stockholm, and then Eric comes back here for
Preserve, Idlewild. No.
Ledgestone,
Idlewild.
Yeah, so then I'm going to London, Bristol area, Bath for sure, and I've got friends in Bristol that I want to go see. And then definitely going to Scotland. I have friends in Scotland as well. Kind of want to pop over to Wales because that's really near Bristol too, and just do a little bit more expansive exploring of England. But I really fell in love with London, so I want to go back there. And you could also get to anywhere from London, so I'm kind of trying to leave it open other than the plans with people. But anyways, very excited to go back. I really love England, like a lot. The UK in general is just fantastic. I just feel like it suits me. I've got some, not heritage, but ancestors. Some of my blood is British Irish, so I love it. Okay, that's all I want to talk about.
It's gonna be amazing.
Well, that's not all I wanted to talk about, but
That's plenty.
I'll stop ranting.
Oh, random.
We were in the car yesterday, and I was like telling stories about something.
No, you asked. It's like, so can I tell you about
Can I
this?
tell
And I
you
was
about
like,
this
if I
thing?
said no, would you tell me anyways?
And I was like, well, no. I mean,
It was just very polite of
I
you
just
to
wanted to,
ask, and I
like-
was like, well, just tell me.
I
Like, you
just
tell me all
wanted
the
to
time.
preface that I was about to tell you a story, and then Eric says something about, no, you rant about stuff a lot. I'm like, if I'm telling you a story, it's ranting,
I meant rambling.
which is just as offensive.
I don't think it is. You just
Anyway.
go on. You just have a lot to say.
I get
and
really
you-
excited.
Exactly.
It was funny.
So Gaucho, I would love to. So reach out to them, hype them up, because I've told Jonathan that I want to do content with him and Johannes for many years now. I am incredibly big fans of them. Ty, thank you so much.
Texas Ty.
My dude, thank you.
Morning tip of the coffee.
Dominic, I agree. I think 4 tournament rounds on Toboggan is going to be wild, though. So it's going to be more of an endurance battle, which is great. Reese, they're impossible. Especially Finnish. There's just so many.
Well, I realized there is a umlaut or whatever over the A, so maybe it is pronounced as an O.
I don't know.
It's hard to say. I don't know either. Can I show them my porch?
Go for it. I'm chilling.
I have spent probably 20 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. On this porch that we're sitting in. It's our carport. But I had this idea in Costa Rica to just really convert a space into like a sanctuary hangout where I can have people come, we can have tea or music or whatever, and just have a place to do yoga and it's full of plants and cozy and comfortable, and also doubles as a warm house. Not a greenhouse really, but a warm house in the winter because we do have plants that
Jack
do
Brew,
need to
what
come
up?
in. Hey Jack, you missed all of my England talk, Jack. Jack's one of my friends from
The UK?
yeah, outside of London. So anyways, I had this dream and it's taken me 20 plus hours to make it a reality, and I'm not quite done yet, but
It's in an amazing spot.
I am loving it. Yeah, I gotta move some things out of here still, but let me just share it with you really quick.
Dale, we did notice that the JP Aura Votum is a little flippier too. Kind of reminds me of my Exodus, or even kind of like a Centurion, but what I have is just on the
Oakleys.
side.
Okay, so plants. There's Eric.
Hi.
There's my yoga. More plants and a couple things I have to move. But this is like a potting table, and then I just hung these this morning. And I painted all of this. Painted the black. There was siding up there that I took down. Zach Benson helped me hang this fan. I've got like this little rug. And more plants behind Eric. And then the thing that took a lot... Well, actually, yeah, it was probably almost 40 hours. Because this curtain here... This curtain is on a...
Jack Brew, can't wait to see you in Vermont.
Hold
Let's
on.
go.
This curtain's on a track that goes all the way over there. So I can pull that curtain and completely enclose the space with this big canvas curtain that took me 7 hours to sew, just to sew it. It's really heavy fabric. It's hard to move. It's hard to...
Look at this cute little spider.
It's just crazy.
Look at him.
Yeah, it's called a jumping spider.
Cool.
We have a few in the house. They're only like that big.
I have started to try and be way more not spooked by spiders.
Curious by bugs instead of scared of them.
Yeah, because it's like, all right.
They're just a bug.
And also spiders are, I think, what is it? It's like, yeah, cool. I've just been killing flies and little bugs for you. It's all good. Oh wait, what are you doing? No. And then they just get killed. It's like, dude, it's like they're just chilling in your house.
Yeah, I try to put them outside usually.
Yeah. I mean, there was a huge one at the hotel we were at in Emporia. And I was just like, and I just saw him, and then he crawled back under the windowsill, and I was like, we're good. Just stay there. You're not coming anywhere near me. We're good. If you crawl on me, I'll probably.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
We're gonna throw bows.
I still don't like roaches.
Yeah.
Roaches still freak me out a little bit.
They've
but
survived
I'm still getting used to it.
everything.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem that gets me about roaches. You've seen too much
We don't
shit.
even really have cockroaches here. We have palmetto bugs.
Yeah.
Well, we have cockroaches too, but
yeah.
Palmetto bugs are cockroaches that fly, so it's great.
Tyler Hall. Gulf Shores.
It's right there.
Yeah.
On the other side of Mobile and stuff.
Any recommendations? Courses to
There's
play.
some courses in Mobile, yeah.
Foley is usually really good, but I've heard that course got gutted. Admiral and I think it's USA is the University of Southern Alabama. USA is really fun. I really enjoy that track. Admiral. If I had to choose between those, I'd probably play USA over Admiral, but that's just my personal preference. I think more people will think Admiral is better.
I've heard about Admiral a lot.
Yeah. Where USA is a really fun, university park style course that I would never play a tournament on, but I would go out and throw thousands of shots at with the homies. So love that.
Ross, thank you for ordering a whale sack. I appreciate that.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, but you said Jack's gonna be in Vermont.
Yeah, Jack's gonna be in Vermont now.
Tina, are you coming to our anniversary party? I invited him.
Nice.
Was like, hey, are you gonna? Because he's gonna be in the States in September. I was like, well, where?
Drew McGeehee.
Please come. I'll invite you.
Sorry, I know. I'm so sorry about your butchering your last name. I tried. But I have not. I haven't played in like Mississippi or Alabama. I haven't played in a lot of places, but I've played a lot of courses in a lot of places. But I actually haven't been to North Dakota, Alaska, and Hawaii. So I'm at 47 states at the current status of things. And the only reason I've been to South Dakota,
Alaska, Hawaii,
is I drove through and hit a deer and got to spend a little extra time while I was there.
You haven't played tournaments in all of them.
No, I am very far off from that. But that's a really cool goal, Drew,
Yeah,
and I
fun.
hope you get there. That's gonna be awesome. Tyler, when you're here, it's gonna be hot, so be careful. Drink lots of water. Yeah, Dale. Yeah, I would assume the cats are snacking on some.
Yeah,
For
our cats
sure.
do a pretty good job of that. But they don't like eat them, they just kill them and leave them.
Dale, I do. I have played in Vancouver, disc golf in Vancouver, and then I have played Foxwood. So is that Ontario? I don't know if that's the province or is it the city. I don't know, because I know British Columbia is where I know I've been. That's where Vancouver is, but I don't know what the province for
I
Toronto
don't know
is.
the provinces either.
Dale, help.
Dale. Dan, I thought you said you were a maybe for our party. If
Nailed it. I
anyone's
got it
going
right.
to be at
Let's
Worlds
go.
for some reason, our anniversary falls on Thursday of the World Championship. So I'm gonna go there, or otherwise we'd be spending our 5-year anniversary apart.
Yeah.
We did last year, and that sucked.
We
So
did.
I didn't want to do it this year. So yeah, going to Worlds, and our anniversary party's on Tuesday, right after the ceremony, players meeting, and everything, which is so funny. But my family's coming, and your family might come, and otherwise, all of our friends that were at our wedding basically are at Worlds.
It's
so
just gonna be a great
Yeah.
time. Dale, we were actually
we're just
discussing
chatting
that.
about that.
I'm currently still signed up, and I would like to, but at the same time, that might be the only way to break up
Erica's
the
19-week
tournaments in a row. But at the same time, I'm already going to be at the tail end of that, so it's kind of because there's a couple options. We either rip out there, figure out how to get out there, have an amazing time, and then rip back for MVP, do all that stuff, or we take a week off and we're in the New England northeast area and just have a week off and go and explore together, because I think James is actually going home to see Emily instead of playing PEI, since I don't think he'll see her until after the season. So that might be something that we do, but at the same time, an adventure to PEI doesn't sound terrible. It's just a lot, and it's expensive, and it's taxing.
One time to not play a tournament.
Yeah, and it's the one time that I would probably have of a tournament that might not make sense, but who knows, because I might look at it as like I need to go play that Silver Series as a like to get in or do something. Who knows? Like, I don't want to rule it out, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind just having some relaxing time with my wife.
We've
Not
always
playing
talked
disc golf.
about like doing some of the history stuff in Boston, and we could do all sorts of things. I love the
Yeah.
East Coast for history, so
Jacob, pretty much.
we don't get a lot of time like that that's not revolving around a tournament.
It's what
So
I
it might be smart.
it's what I said
I've
to
always wanted to go to PEI though, but it would
my
be kind of taxing.
my homie in St. Louis that I want to go visit, that I play WoW with, Matt. I've wanted to go visit for a while now, and hasn't happened, and I want to go see a Blues game, and I kind of want to go when it's not around something disc golf related, because then it's like, we're here to see the Blues and to see my friends, so like it would be way better that way, so we could go and do it. Um, yeah, I said, yeah, I'm going to be hyping it up because the pod's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Yeah, totally. PEI is one that I really want to play. And also, I heard we aren't playing the course that a lot of people really like. I think we're on a different course out
you
there.
Did mention that.
So that was a part of the decision. I would imagine, and my outlook on courses has changed a lot. And this is a big thanks to Senor Proctor. It is not my job to love and enjoy every course I play. It is my job to play the course to the best of my ability. And the more I've thought about that, I can get past certain holes being not great, and also I have proper channels that I can provide feedback. And I went to use Des Moines as an example. Hole 16 is not my favorite hole, and I think it's the weakest hole on the property, and I think that that's a pretty general consensus amongst most of the MPO division. I know that there are other holes that could maybe use work on the FPO side after talking with Eric Stenchko. But I told the tournament staff themselves, I was like, yeah, I just think that this is your weakest hole, and I don't like the way it plays, and it's a hole that I could throw 10 shots without a spotter, and I will think that the first 5 were good and the second 5 were bad, and the first 5 will be out of bounds, and the second 5 will be good. So it's a very weird thing of good shot. You don't really know what the shot does to be good, and that's fine. But it's, again, as the I think the part that sucks about that one is that, again, when we're talking about these courses and how to evaluate it, is like, you got to go and play it and throw the best shot. And I ended up 1 over, and I had a shot that hit in bounds and rolled out of bounds, and that's how I took a bogey. And then the other day I hit early and I laid up. Is there a kitty in the window?
The eyes.
Oh, duties! Oh my goodness.
She got excited when you looked at her.
I know.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So yeah, the best thing we can do is provide proper feedback and go out and play it the best we can. And there's right and wrong ways to do that. You don't see me going and blasting it on Facebook or on Instagram or something like that. No, I talk to the tournament staff themselves, and I'm not. I've learned from some of my past experiences of how I was talking about courses while I was playing the tournament, and it really didn't do much.
You've
and
come a long way, darling.
I have. So yeah, it's been a lot.
It's okay to disagree with stuff, but
Warm
getting
plot.
hyper fixated on it and like
Love it.
complaining about it and like, yeah, constructive criticism is always better than just being upset about something.
Yeah. Dominic, no idea. Love it, Shay. I don't know what's happening with Nico, actually. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, Jacob, that's what I've heard. That's a bummer. Yeah, I think there's, yeah. Oh, Roland JC, great question. What part of your game have you been struggling with the most this season? Early part of the season was Circle 1 putting. And my Circle 1 putting feels a lot better now, and I've just been putting the time in because that's a fixable thing of getting to the practice green and taking extra discs to putt with, and I think I have a better routine of my putting, and I'm sticking to that. The last few weeks, Des Moines and at DDO, it was focus errors. Like, I would see the shot, understand what I needed to throw, and then my brain would I had a little brain fart, and I just wasn't in the moment as tight as I needed to be. And I mean, easiest way to put this is DDO hole 1, tee shot same every time, second shot same every time. I went Emperor Heiser to Halo Dynasty dead straight, had a very short approach all 3 rounds. and what did I do the second day? First day, threw it into a tree, straight OB, took a bogey, Bomber Town. That's on me, but I didn't focus and didn't throw it over the tree like I was trying to. So that was like I didn't execute. And then I forgot what happened the second day, but I think I took a par. Oh, I think I rolled to like circle 2 and then caged the putt. I was like, whatever. But in the final day, I put it to 20 feet and had a straight, like a weird, awkward stance and then caged the putt. And I was like, I wasn't focused. And I even said, I was like, do your routine. And then the rest of the round, did my routine, jammed putts, and felt good about it. So it's just like, it's those little tiny things in the moment that I needed to kind of clean up. And that's been it. And if I see myself throwing the disc and how I'm executing shots and the way I'm throwing shots, my game is feeling really, really good. So yeah, I think that it's just little focus errors right now. At the beginning of the season, it was mainly putting errors, but now it's more the focus errors. So I probably had the same focus errors, but it was easier to overlook those errors because of my putting woes. But I feel great now.
Maybe flips.
Yeah.
Bye, Dale. Thanks for coming. Local Root is suing who?
Paul Macbeth and Dylan Cease.
I don't know who that is.
He's a guy who got hit while playing Throw Down the Mountain, even though he signed a waiver, and is now suing them. And it's really
He signed a waiver, but he's still suing.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing.
Local Root is suing him.
Suing Macbeth
And
Dylan Cease. They own the property together now.
Oh.
Dylan Cease is the baseball player that Paul is doing something.
Sorry, I'm really not up with the time.
You're good.
Damn. Everyone's getting sued in disc golf. We must be getting big.
Rolling JC. It is totally mental, and that's why I had to believe that I was going to make every putt.
Even if it's just focus, that's still a mental fortitude thing.
I felt like my timing and the way I was going about things was off too. So I focused on thinking about a few things and where I pull the disc back to, how my back foot is planted, things like that, and that's helped me, I think, have a much better it's weird that you want to be fluent in everything and be fluid and fluent in your motions.
In Spanish.
But in putting, it's almost better to be slightly robotic because you want it to be so repeatable, and it's something that you just do and do and do. So that's something that I've kind of focused on, is getting my body to a certain place where it feels comfortable, and then trusting that motion is going to be great. Like I hit a putt round 2, so the final round at Des Moines, and I had a 28-footer, and it was one of the only putts that wasn't windy, because it was in this little pocket where it was completely guarded, and I hadn't thrown a non-windy putt since the day before. And I have a 30-footer that I'm staring at for birdie, and it's like, I don't know how many birdies I'm going to get today, so I feel like I need to focus up, get this thing. And one of the most confident putts I think I've ever thrown, because I locked in on the chain, did my routine, and just cashed it. It was a really good feeling, because I just I don't know, weirdly enough, was yeah, you're a professional disc golfer. It's all the other things that I've done have been it just felt in that moment.
It was super important.
Yeah, I was no, you're really good. It helped hype me up. So that was yeah, it was good. Whoa, local route owes Clash a bunch of money too.
In theory.
That's crazy. I think pros will start getting insurance in case they hit somebody. That's what I think the PDGA is for. Legitimately, Doc. I don't know if we'll ever need it, but partially that's what we pay the PDGA for.
But
so
that protects the tournament.
It protects us as a part of the tournament. As
because you remember.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Gotcha.
Reese, I am a backhand guy. I'm a distance guy too. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're Oakley proofing courses these days. You know. I've made that joke many times. It's so dumb.
It's really dramatic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but Doc's point was, you're practicing a lot when you're not part of the tournament. in which case you'd be liable yourself.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Not sure how that works.
Insurance, man.
Yeah. No idea. I mean, if we really want to get into the nitty-gritty, if medical bills weren't monstrously expensive, maybe it wouldn't be too big of a deal if somebody gets hurt on the course. But that's for another time. And probably not a whale pants video, so... Oh,
well,
goodness.
I don't know. We get real on here all the time.
We do, but I don't need to do that. Wait, that doesn't work in Canada.
It doesn't work.
They have universal health care in Canada.
Everyone does. Not
Um,
everyone, but you know, it's just...
what am I throwing for forehands that are faster than a spice? Pepper, Emperor. I even have a destroyer that comes out on certain windy days, a Halo Calvin, that's really, really good. And the Kotare from RPM is my utility disc.
Jamie.
Jack Brew.
You guys are awesome. Y'all are funny. See, I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. I love it. What's the difference between Ronin and Spice? Awesome question. Jason Tower, I will be playing the Preserve. I am flying back out on Wednesday. I came home to see my gorgeous wife for a couple days. It's been amazing. Difference between the Spice
Amazon's here.
and the Ronin, or Ronin,
What's in the mail?
are I use the Spice mainly for sidearms, but on certain backhands I like to throw the Spice when it's just overstability, and that's all I want. And like in certain island holes where I don't care about, I care about how far the disc goes, I like to bump down to a Spice that's easier to control. How's it going?
Grab 'em. Thank you so much.
And
Have a great
so that's
day.
what I'll do that for. But the Roman on backhands is like, it's having the perfect
Mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time.
Thanks, Amazon. So I usually bump Halo Dynasty and then up to S-Blend Roman when I don't like, and if I'll throw the S-Blend Roman similar to how I throw the Halo Dynasty, but the S-Blend Roman won't drift. It'll just kind of stay straight and then fade. And then the Halo Roman is for reliability and more overstable, so I could just throw it flat, let it fade, but still not sacrifice too much distance. So Spice is more about distance control. Roman is where I still want it to go, but not Emperor distance. And then it's just this weird kind of play. But the Roman is one of the best discs Infinite has released in a very long time, and is amazing. I think it complements the Dynasty perfectly, which is some people might see them as very similar, but the Dynasty is one that goes farther and is easier to keep straight. So it's amazing. Oh, you getting hosed?
It's a brand new hose. Actually, can I tell a quick story? This is
Yes.
not disc golf related.
All right, Tina's gonna rant.
Oh
and
my
cutting.
god! Don't call it that. I'm so embarrassed.
Don't. Hype it up.
I had a hose. I love these flexible hoses, by the way. Big fan.
Big man. Let
But-
me fill my coffee.
But it's a funny story.
Oh, Spice and Dune crossover. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Dune.
Get it back, Bobby. Get it back.
Oh yeah, I have an announcement about that too. There's a lot going on right now. I'm so glad you guys are here. I had a hose that like broke and just started like spraying water, but it still worked. So I kept using it for like a month when it would just spray water where like the connection was. So I tried to fix it, but apparently the way the flexible hoses work, like the fabric coating on the outside, you need that outside of the tube. And so I tried to fix it, and I was just like testing it, and the tube inside without the fabric coating over it blows up like a balloon and explodes. So just picture me here by myself 3 different times trying to mess with this hose, plugging it in, turning the water on, and just having it blow up like a balloon and pop and explode, and there's water everywhere, and I'm like yelling, and it was really funny. And that happened 3 times. So I bought a new hose.
Galaxy. I haven't thrown the new. I haven't thrown the Nebula. We did throw some of
Can you get
the.
your leg off of me, please?
What? Because it's warm and I'm hot and it's sweating because we're in Florida and it's basically swimming through the air.
This just started last week, by the way.
Yeah. I haven't thrown the Nebula. Have thrown some of the auras. James is actually throwing an aura mantra right now, and it's on the more stable side. Where the most recent run of Geisha Ethos mantras was was very flippy. So I think that I would imagine that the aura and the Nebula aura are probably playing on the more stable side for mantras. I throw an Ethos Skull mantra, and I have had the same one for quite some time, and it is awesome. Big fan. So yeah, that's what I'd say. I've also got Tina throwing in an old Stingray Manta Ray mantra. She throws it great. It's definitely it's kind of flippier than Sidewinder.
Yes. It has a little more stability, but it goes really far for not... Like, it feels like it has more... It's not just glide.
Yeah.
I throw it the same as I'll throw a Sidewinder or Trespass, and I just feel like it just takes off and goes further for some reason, without me trying harder, which is really nice.
Yeah. Cloud Space is killing it. How does a 10-pound cat fall on the ground like they weigh 300 pounds? Dude, they are... Gravity works, man.
How does it compare to a Fury?
Much faster.
Faster and a little further.
Yeah,
for me anyway.
I think it's Fast Fury. I think it's pretty accurate.
Fury. The Fast and the Furious. Okay, so my little announcement.
Jamie, that's a great idea. I'm hoping for glow spices too.
I was going to be mostly home alone for my birthday, because Eric wasn't going to be here. My birthday is July 8th. And
I'll be in Europe.
Paige and Alyssa also are going to be in Norway.
Europe.
And Alyssa's like, come to Norway. I'm like, I can't fly to Norway just for my birthday when I'm going to go back for
I love it, Dom.
European Open and stuff. So I was just like, I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going on a trip. Maybe it'll be nearby. Maybe it'll just be a day trip to Atlanta.
The news before they can?
Yeah, we got our 30 people here.
That's fair.
This is an intimate group.
Yeah. Exclusive kind of bonus
footage. Yeah, so I was just looking for somewhere to go, and I hadn't really decided yet. And then I see Trash Panda's post about their launch party on July 7th, which is the day before my birthday.
Don't live in it. I will pass that along. That's a great.
I was like, why the heck wouldn't I just go to Denver? We have direct flights from here to Denver. So I'm going to Denver for the Trash Panda Dune launch party. And...
Does Minnesota have spotting now?
No. Unless they just started to. Maybe. Anyways, so I'm going to Denver for my birthday. And then Jesse calls me yesterday, because I told him I think I was going to go. And tells me my best friend's also going to be there. One of my best friends. So Eric is also going to be there, and I'm just so stinking excited.
Yeah.
And I get to throw the Dune finally. I told Jesse like a month ago, I was like, you have my address, right? Because he said that Erica had a Dune, and I was like, hey.
I threw some prototype Dunes whenever I drove through Denver, and it is not what the stock run ended up coming out, because they wanted it a little different, and it felt great. It was like Trash Panda is doing really cool things, and also it really falls in line with a lot of the things that Tina and I care about in taking care of the environment and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't, go check them out. They put out great content, and they are putting out good product, and they are trying to do things to kind of help disc golf be a lot more forward thinking. Not only themselves, but the Pro Tour and other companies, and just making more people aware of it. Because even if we can all do something small, that small concentrated effort,
just do something,
little bit at a time, goes a very long way.
That spider was like, he thinks I'm cute. I'm gonna hang out with his wife. Yeah, he's a jumping spider. You see him?
Oh, you saw him jump.
Yep, they are definitely jumping spiders. They stay that small though. They're only like.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, it is a great thrower. Yeah, Jamie, that's not a bad point.
Thanks, Ryan. It's super important. I actually love living here and just living, and that plants live and animals live, and if we keep messing everything up, it's not gonna happen anymore. So.
Just thought you bought a bag of spiders there for a second.
Not quite.
Warm plop, Maine to Virginia. Tina and I really love Bryan Park in Richmond. It's
Brian with no teeth.
Yeah, no teeth. We love that park. It's not. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, best disc golf course we've ever played, but it just is a great park golf course.
Park golf course.
Maine to Virginia. I mean, Maple Hill, Pyramids, all that stuff in the New England area if you're hitting it. Iron Hill is pretty good in Delaware. I think I would like it if I never played it for a tournament.
Yeah, and if you could play with this you didn't care about.
True. But the property is
There's
gorgeous.
a lot of rocks that'll like chew up your discs on the in the middle of the fairways and everything.
Yeah,
So.
on some of the
But
greens.
it's really
even.
pretty.
It's a beautiful property. Iron Hill is pretty cool.
Not a ton of elevation. There's a couple holes with elevation, but the trees are so. It's dense, and the fairways are not dense, and
it's cool.
it's just pretty.
Kyoxia I did, and I think there's a chance that after PCS, we may drive down and play Crockle before going to European Open. I don't know yet, though. Just, we have more daylight, and it depends on how we're feeling after 2 weekends in a row. James, Ella, and I traveling. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got new coffee.
I did. It's very warm, so be careful. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of homies. So if you, Warm Plop, if you're on the Discord, go ask. I think you'll get tons of recommendations, and also I'm sure you can ask on any pages and find some great ones.
All right. Well.
Yeah, Warm Plop.
We're gonna go get me flowers.
Yeah, I think we should.
We have extremely limited time together.
I know.
But we wanted to share some of it with you guys.
And I've had a lot of feelings lately, and I've had a lot of posts that I've been wanting to make in regards to how Utah went, how DDO and Des Moines have gone. I've been working with Zach on getting those posted, but I have been thinking. I have been thinking a lot about that Utah trip, and we were watching Ted Lasso last night, and no spoilers, just a part in that reminded me of how important it was of, even if a portion of a community doesn't or thinks of an old part of you as not great, you can show them who you've become and learn from that. And I think that was one of my biggest things about going to Utah, was my last real time in Utah was not
It was bad.
Not my best, and has had a lot of weird feelings, and I got to showcase more of who I actually am and who I want to be, and it meant a lot.
You've changed a lot since then too, though.
Yeah.
You were a little more petty those years, I think, and you've really kind of not just grown up, but like accepted humans better. That everyone's different, have their own opinions, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You've been able to kind of like face that in a different way, I think.
Totally. And another big part of it is that I really, really love and appreciate.
The throwing streak was sick.
Yeah, it was.
Sure was.
Reese, it was wild. What's up, man? It's good to see you, Felix and Conrad. No, it was really special because Utah means a lot to me. So does the Dallas-Fort Worth area disc golf. It's the two places where I actually have had a lot of people influence my disc golf game. But I was never really a part of either scene. but I was on the outskirts doing my thing and playing and training, and without Utah and without Dallas Fort Worth disc golf, I wouldn't be here.
And we wouldn't have met.
Mm-hmm. So it comes down to a point of feeling really, really special about those places, and they may not know how much they mean to me, and some of the people that I've met in my times of being there and my times of growing up in disc golf in the area, how much influence I still feel from that. But yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to put that into words. Obviously, I'm not doing very good
You're
just
doing
saying
great.
it out loud.
You're doing great.
It is tough, and so yeah, love Utah, love Dallas Fort Worth, love everybody who's a part of the pod and everything that's happened. So yeah, just I've been feeling very, very thankful and very grateful lately. So gonna keep doing good things, and we just appreciate all of you. So I guess that's what I'm wrapping up with. Cheers, everybody. How do you feel?
Cheers, everybody. Yeah, well, if you don't mind, we're gonna spend
Thanks, Reese.
the rest of our day together.
Be nice.
Yeah. Oh, and go see
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. We went last night. It is freaking so good.
We might even go
again
see
sometime.
Asteroid City.
We're gonna go see Asteroid City either today or tomorrow morning.
It's gonna be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. Okay, we love you guys. Yep, Eric will be back in
Love that, Budge.
Minnesota in 2 days.
Our boy, J. Kegs.
Budge. Okay,
Brewster's amazing.
okay. You guys are the best.
Take care, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for spending
you
your morning
all.
with us.
X at the top. X at the top.
I see it. Bye.
Bye.